So there's been a lot in the news recently about police brutality in America, targeting black people and racial abuse and racial murder, which is really quite distressing to see. And today I just wanted to make a video about my support for Black Lives Matter, because I do genuinely believe that Black lives should matter. They always have mattered and they always will matter. I definitely think that it is definitely important to remember that, whether or not you are protesting, whether or not you are posting things on social media, donating, etc., is basically just to, acknowledge that Black lives do really genuinely matter, not just now, but always, not just because it's a trend on social media, and not just because people are protesting. The point is, they always have mattered and they always will matter. And yeah, my thoughts are with those people. I know that as a British white man, I have never known how it truly feels to be racially discriminated against, and I am very grateful for that. I just feel sorry for people who have experienced racial discrimination or are experiencing it right now. It isn't right at all to experience these things. People deserve a lot better than to be discriminated against, I believe. And the reason I wanted to make this video today was because I feel like I've had a lot of thoughts about what's been going on in the world, that I can't cover with just a few simple social media posts. And I do want to do my best to basically support people of colour in any way I can. I honestly can't comprehend why people have to be racist, why people are being racially abused. I can't comprehend why racism has to exist. I mean, I just wish we could just live in a world where people are just free to live their lives without fear, without prejudice, without discrimination. It's really upsetting and distressing to see, these attacks going on from the police, who are supposed to serve and protect the public. No matter what race, what gender, what orientation, anything like that, that's what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to turn on the public and, brutally attack people. I just really wish I could just live in a world where, racism just didn't exist. People should be free to live their lives freely without those things. I just don't know why people would say or do things that they know would hurt people. I just don't understand racism at all. I just don't understand why people feel like it's okay. It really isn't. I just don't get why people have to discriminate against people just based on the colour of their skin. That just doesn't seem right to me at all. Because, there are so many people of colour, black people, that are just so amazing and so talented and so kind, who just deserve so much better than, how they're being treated right now. There are just so many, creators of colour that I really admire, and so many, famous people of colour, like John Boyega, who, basically made a speech at a protest in Hyde Park earlier this week, he's putting his entire career on the line, which he really shouldn't have to do. But, he is kind of right for doing that, because, this does kind of go beyond a career. It is basically people fighting for basic human rights, which they really should have. I think it's an amazing thing that people are going out, regardless of race, gender, orientation, etc., religion, whatever, to support Black Lives Matter. I think it is a good thing, like, and it's good that people are helping in any way they can, you know, whether or not that is making social media posts, whether or not that is, you know, making videos like this, protesting, like, even, like, you know, like donating, raising money and whatnot to help those in need at this time. And I do think it is especially important to be kind at this time, really, as well. I mean, a couple of things I just want people to remember, though, at this time. Like, if people are going out for protests, then, you know, that's fine. Like, but just remember that there is a global pandemic going on. So just kind of stay safe as possible and whatnot. And, you know, try your best to not spread, you know, coronavirus if you can. I mean, I do think that this issue probably does go beyond coronavirus because, you know, it has been an issue before coronavirus, like, hit us, and it may still be an issue after. I'll also say, you know, just be kind to people, you know, just because people aren't necessarily posting on social media, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't care. However, I do think it is important for people with, like, large enough platforms to basically, you know, show their support in any way they can. I have written a few posts on social media about Black Lives Matter, however, and I've also shared a few posts about Black Lives Matter as well. But what I will say, if people are worried about, you know, not knowing what the right thing to say is, or worried about saying the wrong thing, just basically just sharing, you know, the posts that you think are well written and posts that you agree with, you know, that still really, really helps. But, you know, what I do want people to remember is that there are other ways to help this cause than just post on social media. You know, there are, like, ways you can, like, donate, raise money, protest if there's a protest near you, or just basically just being there for anybody in need right now. You know, I think that is really important. I've also seen, like, responses to the hashtag Black Lives Matter, to the movement Black Lives Matter, to some people saying all lives matter. Now, to be honest, I kind of feel like that dilutes the issue because not all lives are being oppressed right now. It is the Black lives that, you know, do need our help and support the most at the moment. You know, saying Black Lives Matter, that doesn't take anything away from other lives. Basically, you know, no one's saying that other lives don't matter, but, you know, but basically when people have been fighting for basic human rights that they've been fighting for, you know, their entire life, for absolute generations, you know, I just wish that, you know, in this day and age especially, like, you know, I would have thought that really, you know, racism wouldn't be a thing. You know, I really wish it wasn't. And for anybody out there, regardless of, like, your race, gender, sexual orientation, etc., you know, you have my unconditional love and support. Okay, so that's all from me. What I'm going to do is leave links in the description below leading to, you know, relevant, like, links and articles about, you know, Black Lives Matter and ways you can help. You know, probably better explaining, you know, ways you can help better than what I can do in this video. I mean, you know, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, like, educate myself further about Black Lives Matter as well and see what other ways I can help other than, like, making YouTube videos, posting on social media, etc. I hope you're having a great day, the best day you could possibly have at the moment. I hope you keep strong, keep smiling, and yeah, keep fighting a good fight. Bye.